Hello, and welcome to Life Coaching with Dr. Tom. Today, I wanted to talk about the idea of dreaming and dreaming large. In my last post on my personal journey to release weight, I actually explored two quotes from the profound artist Michelangelo. And these quotes really stood out to me, not only from the perspective of how we hold on to and how we create and hold on to a vision of what we create about ourselves, but also how we ultimately begin to move into that reality that was once a vision that we created. So, with psychology, with life coaching in general, part of the initial steps that we undertake is really to create a vision for the direction that we're moving. And it's ultimately this vision that helps us to muster up the perseverance needed to move through the steps to acquire the vision that's there. Now, this is a lot of times where we could get hung up at. And so I want to first start with the quotes by Michelangelo. The last one that I wrote was, "The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it." Part of the idea of life coaching in general is really to set our goals high. It's going from the concept of shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll still be amongst stars. When we begin to set our goals high, we begin to set a mentality that we're moving from beyond where we're at in the current moment and moving towards a place where we want to be. And so when we begin to set the goal at a high standard, we really begin to motivate ourselves to become part of that next level that we seek. And so if we set the goal low, it's easy to obtain that. And as Michelangelo said, but that it is too low when we reach it. Reaching a low goal is easy. Just don't try anything new, and you'll be exactly where you're at. There's no growth that's present, but there's also there's no fear of failure that's present either. And so anytime we deal with individuals going through life coaching, it's really to begin to set the goal at a high standard so you can begin moving into it step by step. The second quote, especially as it related to weight loss, and the ideal of setting goals in general that really stood out to me from the artist Michelangelo was the quote, "I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free." We're all material. We are all matter in essence, and we chip away at the essence of what we've been given to create the person we wish to become. And this is really the ideal behind self-realized potential. This is the ideal of making a better you that you've always dreamed of becoming. And so sometimes we get stuck in that process. Fear may get in the way. We may prolong things because we're working on things, or we may be too afraid to step into that next level. And it's ultimately from this place where you may need to seek help either from a life coach or from a licensed therapist. And so part of it is really to begin to identify that goal, to identify that dream. And that dream really becomes the foundation for the self-realized potential you could grow into. Even if you set a goal of, within the case of weight loss, if you set a numerical goal, and even if you missed, if you still lost 40%, 50% of what it is that you were attempting to lose, are you better off having never tried? And so this is where psychology, life coaching, psychotherapy really begins to integrate at a level to help individuals not only set their vision forward, but also muster up the courage and the tenacity. What's typically or traditionally been called guts to take that step forward into that journey and move towards finding a better holistic sense of self. And so I encourage you, if you have any questions, to please feel free to write. I'm more than happy to answer them in this forum. And so until next time, I wish everyone the capacity to believe, achieve, and advance confidently in the direction of your dreams. Thank you.